Hey explorers! Welcome back to Geography Facts with a channel where we dig into the most surprising stories hidden on the map. Today we're taking a trip to one of America's most beautiful states, a place of rugged mountains, wild rivers, and legendary cowboy culture. But this isn't a tourism video, because behind Montana's postcard-perfect landscapes, behind the fly-fishing streams, the log cabins, and the big sky sunsets, there's a dark side most people never see. A side defined by rising homelessness, dangerous roads, drug problems, brutal winters, and the highest suicide rate in America. Yes, even paradise has shadows. So buckle up, because today we're uncovering the dark side of Montana. The realities locals know, but newcomers rarely expect. Before we start, hit like and subscribe to Geography Facts, and comment below. Would you move to Montana? Yes or no, and why? Let's get into it. The allure? A dream built in the mountains. Montana looks like heaven, wild nature, low population, freedom and privacy, outdoor lifestyle, no big city chaos, frontier spirit. It's one of the fastest growing states in the U.S., especially since 2020. Remote workers, retirees, outdoor lovers, all rushing here for peace and space. But when you trade convenience for wilderness, isolation comes with you. And that's where the cracks begin to show. The roads, beauty, distance, and danger. Montana is huge, the fourth largest state. But the population? Small. That means long, empty roads, hours between towns, and a whole lot of driving. Beautiful, yes, but deadly too. Montana has one of the highest rates of drunk driving deaths in America. Why? Culture of drinking in rural communities. Long, lonely highways, limited public transportation, bars and taverns as major social hubs. And when winter hits, add snow, ice, darkness, wildlife crossing, and mountain curves. Driving becomes dangerous fast. In Montana, a simple grocery run can mean an hour-long highway trip, and in bad weather, that can mean life or death. A drinking culture that turns dark. Montana has a strong cowboy-style social culture, hunting trips, small-town bars, local beer breweries. But this culture has a shadow. High alcohol use, lots of DUIs, high alcohol-related accidents. Many locals openly say, "There's not much else to do in winter except drink." And those isolated drinking habits? They lead to addiction issues, family problems, dangerous driving, mental health struggles. It's not everyone, but it's enough to be a statewide problem. Drugs, pills, meth, and fentanyl. Montana's scenic valleys hide a serious crisis: prescription pills, methamphetamine, and now fentanyl. In rural towns, addiction can grow quietly. Not much treatment, not much awareness. People self-medicate pain, stress, depression, and it spirals. It's heartbreaking. Many young Montanans talk about growing up surrounded by drug use, even in small communities. Wild beauty doesn't prevent dark realities. Rising housing costs. Paradise isn't cheap anymore. Here's a shocker most outsiders don't expect. Montana's home prices exploded recently, especially around Bozeman, Missoula, and Kalispell. Remote workers moved in, investors bought land, luxury cabins popped up. Suddenly, locals couldn't afford their own hometowns. What's the result? Some Montanans now live in campers, some sleep in cars, wild tent cities forming near towns. People parking campers in random lots just to survive the winter. Imagine camping, not for vacation, but because you have no other choice. Paradise isn't so peaceful when you can't afford a roof. Waste, trash, and unexpected urban struggles. Montana isn't Los Angeles or New York, but urban problems are showing up. Locals say some streets near growing towns have trash piles, abandoned junk vehicles, homeless camps, human waste issues, overflowing dumpsters. It breaks the illusion for many newcomers who expect untouched wilderness everywhere. Growth isn't always pretty. Winter beautiful, and brutal. If you think snow is cozy, Montana will test you. We're talking sub-zero temperatures, weeks without sunlight, sudden blizzards, icy roads, frozen pipes, isolation in rural towns. Winters here aren't just cold, they're emotionally draining. One local said, "Winter doesn't just freeze your body, it can freeze your mind." And that leads us to one of the darkest shadows of all. Montana's mental health crisis. Montana has beauty beyond imagination. But beauty isn't enough to protect the mind. Montana has one of the highest suicide rates per capita in the United States, often the #1 spot. Why? Isolation, harsh winters, low sunlight, vitamin D deficiency, loneliness in rural life, limited mental health care access, stigma around seeking help, substance abuse. Montana looks peaceful, but for many, it's a quiet battle. Nature is healing, but isolation can be haunting. This is one of the most tragic and least talked about truths about life here. The balance. A place of beauty and struggle. Let's be clear, Montana is stunning. Montana is special. Montana has soul. Montana has pride and community and breathtaking landscapes. But every dream has a price. Montana isn't bad, it's real. Wild nature comes with wild challenges. Frontier freedom comes with frontier problems. Isolation brings peace, and sometimes pain. This isn't a video to scare you. It's a video to tell the full truth. Because geography isn't just mountains and rivers. It's the human stories that live between them. A hidden reality beneath big sky. So next time someone romanticizes Montana as a peaceful frontier escape, remember, behind beauty there is struggle. Behind wilderness there is isolation. Behind silence there are voices hurting. Montana is real, raw, powerful, and complicated. And now you know the side the postcards don't show. Here's something to think about. Montana gets over 200 sunny days a year, yet still struggles with some of the highest depression rates. Why do you think that is? Is it the isolation, the long winter nights, or something deeper about modern life in remote places? Tell us in the comments. This is a conversation worth having. Thanks for exploring the hidden side of Montana with us. If you learned something new today, smash like, subscribe to Geography Facts, and comment your thoughts below. Would you move to Montana? Why or why not? Until next time, stay curious, stay adventurous, and remember, every paradise has a story.